All right, I've got some special guests here in Studio BOB with me today. We've got the Boom Brothers in the house. What's up, guys?
What's up, Sammy? Glad to be here, man.
Good to be with Ozark's favorite Canadian.
Hey, very good. Hey, everybody's got to have their own catchphrase, right?
Yeah.
Guys, we are about less than a week away from this taping for the first Mountain Home football game. Let's talk about the season.
So we're excited about the football season. And Sammy, I know in America, football is with a pigskin. That's not a soccer ball.
Watch out.
I'm just glad he's not here talking about hockey.
Right?
I have no clue.
No, it's all football. It's all Bomber football for me.
No, they have football in Canada too, right? They got the goalpost right on the goal line.
They do, and it's a 50, 0, and a 50s. It's pretty confusing. We watched both, but...
Do they do it in yards or meters?
Yeah, let's talk about the Bombers, boys.
No, we're excited about the football season. We sit here about a week away, and we get to go to West Plains, Aries' old alma mater, and get to watch him and the Bombers wreak havoc maybe on them Zizzers. So really, really excited to get out there.
Yeah, we got to see a little preview of what they had. We went to Quitman. The Bombers played Joe T. Robinson, and honestly, a Joe T. team that may win the 5A West, right? Or maybe 5A state tournament. They are that good. They were athletic. They were disciplined. They were really good. I've had people ask, were they really that good? And they were that good. But, we got to see some things. Offense side of the ball for the Bombers, we've got Brantley back at quarterback. You got Barrett Miller at running back. Our offensive line has been the question, but I think they held their own. What do you think?
They did. They moved well. You can definitely tell that they're faster than last year's squad. But guys, offensive lines take time to gel. And it's hard to tell in the first game, especially at Benefit, as you're still trying to work out all the kinks. I saw some bright spots, but I also saw some missed blocks and a lot of opportunity for them to get better. And the faith comes in the coaching staff and knowing that they're going to get with those guys. And I guarantee you when they come out for West Plains, they'll have made some adjustments and they will be better.
And the little things I saw, just the Joe T switching up defenses a little bit, Mountain Home, they just kind of called their plays. They stayed pretty vanilla. They didn't want a lot on tape, is my opinion of kind of what they showed. So you might be running plays that you normally wouldn't run, and that might have exposed some weaknesses on the offensive line. But I think that they actually did a really good job.
Yeah, the other thing with offense that was interesting, and you might not have caught this at home, but the rules are a little different in a benefit game. So Brantley wasn't a live target. And Brantley's a quarterback that's going to escape the pocket, and you're going to have to really put on a good tackle to bring him down. So when those little one-hand touches that they were calling him down on, Brantley's going to escape that in a real game. And he's that type of quarterback. So you didn't really get a good look on offense, but like to Brad's point, Joe T was a solid team. I would be shocked if they lose more than 2 games this season.
Yeah, we're returning several of our wide receivers as well in our skill position. And I think you're going to see some play calls kind of move towards that to take advantage of some of those returners that are on the outside as well.
Yeah, they don't call it the ACK attack for nothing. Coach Acklin always has a plan of attack, and he likes to put points on the board. So they'll find a way to score, no question, on the offense. But as we looked at the defense, that's the thing I'm the most excited about. The defense looked salty. They made some mistakes, but I would say the defense is probably the thing looking ahead to the Bombers that I'm most excited about.
Yeah, when we return starters on the defense, it's that back end, right? Those linebackers, the D-backs. We gave up one explosive play. That's what they scored on. Also got kind of put in a bad position on a turnover from our offense where they got the ball inside the 5-yard line. But that was the only 2 scoring drives. And, dude, Deuce Williams was a dude. That dude was really, really good. Their running back, they had a couple other running backs and receivers that were really, really good. And our defense did a really good job on those long drives, making them sustain long drives and able to get off on 4th down. The line is there. Stay away from some injuries maybe and get everybody full strength. I think our defense is going to hold its own.
Yeah, they had a lot of speed at Joe T. Robinson, so that was interesting to see how we would pursue a football of a team that had that much speed. And I thought we did a good job. Like you said, one play burned deep, and it was 6 on the board. And, you learn from those. You learn how to get your hips in position. You learn how to make that play. And then sometimes you got to face the fact that they're just a little faster than you are, and so you've got to take that into play and take those steps and play a little further off, and so I think that those are all adjustments we're going to make. That's a great thing. It's a benefit game, doesn't go on the record, and it's a great way to look at what you've done, make adjustments, and be ready for your first regular season game, which would be West Plains.
optimism, hard work, and a few adjustments last year got the Bombers real far. How do you feel about this year compared to last year going into it?
Man, I think that the expectations for this Bomber football program just continues to grow. I've talked with several people out there, and I mean, we're 5 years away from being 1-29, right? Like we're 5 years away from being one for our last 30. And now the expectations are, well, we'll host a playoff game. We're ranked in the top 5 in our classification in the state. We're ranked in the top 20 overall in state. And I think that those kind of fit. I think they fit. I think that there are some questions and some returning positions that are out there. But I think those guys that are stepping in just are unproven. I think they're very, very capable.
Yeah, and that's what we got to see a few of the underclassmen and some guys get some playing time that you normally wouldn't see in a game last week. And that was kind of interesting because we saw some guys step up. And all my old coaches, Brad, they probably told you the same thing. Sammy probably told you the same thing. You're one injury away in a lot of sports from being the player, from being the guy or the girl that's called up to perform. And looking at these guys and what they've done in the offseason and look at how much stronger they've gotten, how much bigger they've gotten, how much faster they've gotten, it makes me more excited about this season. I think last year we didn't really have a lot of expectations. We thought we could win, but there wasn't really that hard expectation of we're going to host a home playoff game. Now, as Brad said, that is the expectation. A lot of people say there's probably 2 unwinnable games on the season. I'll have that debate, but that is a different expectation than you would have saw last year or surely from 5 years ago.
Yeah, and who's going to be that box dollar? Who's going to be that offensive lineman that, I mean, we didn't know anything. We knew Boxstaller was there. We knew he had last year, we knew he had the capability to step into that position and play. He played phenomenal, right? So who is that this year? Is it Alvarez? Is it McBride? There's guys that you may not know. Kalen Fraunfelter on that offensive line. Who is that guy? Maybe there's 3 of them. Maybe there's 4 of them this year.
We thought it might be Aaron Martin, but then he cut his hair, and that just changed the entire game for him. So, Aaron, we hope that your haircut actually benefits you.
Grow it back out.
We missed the locks, my friend.
The Samson effect, right?
That's
yeah,
right.
I think so. Yeah, he was on the sideline. I was like, Martin? And he's like, yeah, cut my hair. Oh, Martin, come on, bro.
The guys, I'll tell you, as a big offensive lineman myself, he's going to be a lot cooler. So he might even be a whole speed faster because he ain't carrying around. That's right, because it ain't as hot. But we're really, really excited about the season. I know we're excited to get to West Plains and watch some really great football, but mostly excited about the kids and the opportunities that this is going to create for them this season. And we're excited to shine the focus on them and also include things like the band, cheerleaders, all those things that have to do with sports and the school we want to put on display here. And we really want to focus on and shine light on.
Now, I know it's all about the Bombers, but I do have the Boom Brothers here in the studio. Let's talk a little bit about, is this your second or third or fourth year? I'm sorry.
Let's be
Together.
Together is our third, right?
Right. Of course, you got Barkley in the mix now. It's more of a trio.
Yeah.
Yeah, our third year.
What can we expect this year from the Boom Brothers? There was a lot of antics last year. There was some tight closets. You guys, I know you don't want to give any secrets away, but...
We'll give one secret away. I think kind of set the tone for what you can expect this year. So coming out of the gate, we're going to roll up to West Plains. It's going to be dad joke night.
Yes.
So on the text line, you're going to be sending us your dad jokes. We might be dressed like dads. Don't want to tease anything, but we might be dressed appropriately.
That's different than we're dressed now.
Well,
yeah, okay.
Maybe just a little more.
We ain't quite reached grumpy old man status.
Okay,
yet.
I got
We're
you.
still kind of cool dads, I think.
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, kind of.
History will tell.
I don't wear New Balance with my socks hiked up, but I probably will Friday night.
No cargo shorts yet for me, but we're working on it.
You guys really enjoy working together as a team and the dynamic relationship, calling the game and just being out there with the kids. I know you guys talk about that over and over.
Yeah, we both have jobs outside of this, and we talk about, do we still want to do it? And every time that answer comes back to, can we spotlight our kids? Can we spotlight the athletes that are on the field? And The answer is always yes, we can. And we try to do that the best. Do people like us? I don't know. Maybe some do, some don't. Some may not like what we do, but we are who we are. There's nothing, you can't go away from a game and be like, those guys aren't genuine. Yep. They don't do it. We were coming back from Joe T and him and Barkley were just clowning on me for something I said. I'm like, y'all should have said it on air. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. So you'll hear us call each other out. You'll hear us have fun with each other. But our main goal is to spotlight the student athletes that are out there, make them feel special. When they leave their playing career, my goal is that they look back and be like, man, I was part of something. I felt part of something bigger than what I really was.
Sammy, I've been doing this for a lot of years. Haworth and I used to call the games. Matter of fact, I need to ask him what year was the first year I called a game with him. So I honestly don't remember. It's been a long time. But in those days and now especially, the really neat thing is the group that you travel with. So we have come kind of like a little family for 10, 12, 14 weeks out of the season. We're either at home or we're traveling somewhere as a group, and the friendships that we've made and the people that we've met along the way at other schools. I mean, it's a really, really neat experience. I mean, we don't get paid to do this. We don't want money because we enjoy doing it for the kids and putting the spotlight on the kids. But at the same time, I guess my cup personally is filled by the experiences, the camaraderie, and really focusing on one of my favorite things in the world, which is football.
Right here at home. And speaking of home, I mean, talk about a community that it's developed. Whether you guys are on the road or at home, the stadium's packed. People, I've looked down there. People they got like an earbud in. They're trying to listen to you guys while they're watching the game on the field. Or I keep hearing about these parties going on. People getting together.
Yeah, I mean, the community support that we've seen that's taken place over the last 4 years, 5 years since, and it's all Coach Airy, and he's building a program, but it is just amazing. All around, just people coming together that normally probably wouldn't have come together, right? And I know winning cures a lot of problems, and I'm sure there's a lot of that is involved with that as well. But man, what Coach Airy said that he wanted to do when he came here, it is happening, and we're seeing it happen in front of our eyes, and we just got to keep it going. Right, we're the flashlight shining down on the program. That's kind of what we hope to be. But the community support has just been amazing.
It has been. I mean, I can't go to the grocery store or go to anywhere and somebody isn't asking about Bomber sports or what's happening with the football team, and it's neat. I mean, everybody's stepped up. Whether it's the folks at the youth level. And created a dynamic youth program that's now a feeder into our junior, high school programs, or whether it's band boosters. I mean, you're seeing a community rally around the support of the Bombers, and whether you're supporting the cheerleaders, the band, all the Bombers, tennis team, golf team, doesn't matter what it is. It's support for a town. It's support for something bigger than yourself, bigger than. I mean. Some people have seen it, not everybody has, but you'll see, and when the Bombers come out this year in football, there's a video about legacy, and it's about the town of Mountain Home and how you represent that and how it's your turn, and I think there's a lot of truth in that because Mountain Home's great, and these guys get a chance to go out, and girls in other sports and other things get a chance to go out with that Bomber, that Mountain Home on their chest, and that means something for these kids, and we in turn just want to shine a light on the efforts and the things that they're doing because they're incredible. If people will take time and watch and see what these kids are doing, you'll be amazed.
Yep. And example, the band, we're doing the Gridiron Steak Dinner fundraiser for football, and the band is calling saying we want to be a part of it again. And they were there and they brought such atmosphere at that steak dinner. I had chills. And, I've had people ask, are you going to do a tennis game? Are you going to do a tennis match? Are you going to go do golf? I mean, I can just hear, Tobias behind. I think he has 155 yards on this one. Looks like he pulled a.
What's that, about a 7-wedge, Brad?
So, yeah, but I mean, I would do it. I think if we had a way to go do a tennis match, I'd do it because I think it'd be fun. I did soccer. I've done basketball. I've done baseball. Our goal is to highlight what's going on in Bomber sports. In our community, they give us the opportunities to do that.
Yeah, and we have way too much fun doing it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, this Friday night, can people text the Hopper Termite line and send their dad jokes in?
They can. Yep. 870-321-6839 is the number on that one. And they can send that in. We'll try to read those off on the air. If we can, it will be at West Plains. Be able to stream that.
Send the joke and then send who's sending it, because we don't have anybody's number stored.
We don't. Yeah.
line.
He was like, I'll text you. And I'm like, really? Because I don't have it saved in there.
Very
but
good.
Definitely fun. Fun times.
Guys, thanks for coming in, man. We're all excited here at KTLO for another exciting season. Happy to be a part of it.
It's going to be awesome. Go Bombers.
Yeah, go Bombers. And Sammy, we appreciate all your help, man. You've been a tremendous supporter of this as well. And there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes and off camera, off air. And I know you've put in a lot of work to make sure the quality of this thing is next level. And we just want to say thank you.
Hey, coming from a big city, there's something amazing about a small community in the modern world that we live in, and the fact that this town rallies together behind a cause. Any day, I'm signing up for something like that.
I appreciate it, Sammy. Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you before we leave,
Yeah,
Sammy.
yeah,
So, tell us your take on the offensive side of the ball, how the Bombers look.
You know those moments in life, folks, where you get set up in a moment. This happens to politicians all the time. I'm going to refrain to that. I'll play some footage back from their answers and refrain. They said it best, folks. So we're going to wrap right there.
Well played.